Live right now on my page. This is Born to Build, and this time we're talking with Dilly. And if you're watching this right now, probably you are rewatching it because we're starting to broadcast just in emptiness, because we have no notifications for live streams right now. And if you will say hi to us, if you're watching us now, then perfect. If not, if you're watching us in recording, jump to YouTube because that's how you'll find us in a good quality. That's how it says in a good quality. And hi, Jonah.
Hey, what's up?
I'm great. I hope you too. And you know what? Previous week I made a live stream with less than three project, and
hmm
they told me like, we just launched these pillows that we're creating, and we're collaborating with Token. So all people who purchased our pillows, they received this grind token, and it was pretty awesome for us and everything. And they tell me about experience collaborating with your platform, and I'm like, damn, that sounds so dope. I actually need to know more about this and what opportunities you have on your platform and what else you building, what collaborations you had, like what you're proud of, what's your plans in the future and everything, because I think it can be super useful for the audience, especially for builders who like a lot of people want to create something special, right? A lot of people want to give some IRL products to the community and everything, and you made it super comfortable for people because they can purchase it, but also if they don't like it, if they change their mind, they can trade by it, they can sell it and everything. So yeah, tell me more about your platform, and you can start from the beginning. How did you like came up with the idea to create this platform even?
Mm, sure. Yeah. So Dilly is a place to buy, sell, trade anything, physical products, and it's given kind of superpowers because we use the blockchain to really facilitate a bunch of features and ways for people to kind of like level up the way they collect and own physical products.
Mm.
Um, we came up with the idea in January of 2024 and have built it up until the launch with abstract on January 27th of this year. um, the idea came to be from kind of two directions. The first was we wanted to build something that interested us, and ownership, collectibles, those sorts of things really do align with what we're doing. um, and we wanted to build a product that used blockchain rails and actually made a better product as a result, right? A lot of people will say like, oh, it's XYZ, but it's on the blockchain. And it's like, well, why wouldn't I just use XYZ? There has to be a reason that you're using crypto and blockchain to make the platform better. And we think that collectibles, physical products, particularly the ownership and resale of those products, um, can be really supercharged using blockchain rails. And so that's why we built in that format. And I think that our users and our early supporters would agree that sort of the way they buy and collect on Daily is superior to just purchasing from eBay or a Shopify site or anything like that.
I created when it was only test drive of the platform. I remember like I was stoked about that because I like fashion, everything related. And you create like promoted to create your own T-shirt, something like that. I created my own T-shirt with abstract tits on it, and to be honest, I lost my wallet. I don't remember with what wallet I created that, but it was super fun, to create something on your platform. But tell me first, okay, did you had some experience from Web2, maybe with marketplaces? Why you decided to open marketplace exactly, and what's your background in general?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, before we built Dilly, one of my co-founders, Alex, and I actually ran a development agency called Nifty Labs
Mm.
since 2021. So we've been building platforms and solutions for other teams for a very long time now, including marketplace solutions and all sorts of stuff. So we have a lot of experience just on the software side of things generally. Prior to that, I was actually more in. I actually was a product manager at a bank before, and then even before that, I was a consultant. So kind of more professional services and sort of professional stuff. But the time that we spent together since 2021 really kind of showed us the consumer side of things, which has really influenced our decision to do all this stuff. But I'm pretty generic. I live with my wife and two dogs, and we have a really good time. I love taking care of my yard, though this
What
summer
kind of
has been
mix?
dogs. One is a Bichon Frise poodle mix. He's 14, and
Oh,
one is a total rescue. We don't know what the heck he is. Definitely has some Havanese in him, but he's like way too big to be a Havanese. And his name is Clyde. And we just rescued him like a year ago, maybe a little longer. Um, and they're both passed out on the floor next to me right now. Um,
I have my rescue dog as well. So she's a mix of Chihuahua and someone unknown. Like we have no idea who is that. And I all the time joking that it's half wolf, so you can say the same.
okay, yeah, yeah, maybe I don't think he's half wolf. He's a weird dog, but we love him. We love him. We love him even though he's freaky.
Okay, so you decided that consumer experience is important, and you want to help projects to launch their IRL products, or how it was.
Yeah, so we essentially figured that we had all these clients that were building IP and building all these other things around IP, and we found that the teams that were on the edge were also smaller, really agile teams that don't have time for a large focus on merchandise or physical products when they were building out these IPs. And so we kind of saw that as we were doing things
Yeah.
for them, that there's sort of like this gap of like, how do we make it really easy for teams to get started and get their hands dirty with physical products? And then how do we also make it for the buyer and the collector a superior experience? Like, how is owning things digitally, how does that make it more useful or more fun? And particularly with all the trends that we see with Gen Z and everyone else, where everyone's spending way, 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 way more time online. How do we give them those same tools and experiences to enjoy shopping and collecting in the same way they now enjoy socializing and communing?
Mhm.
And so all that comes together to make Dilly, which gives people the ability to buy, sell, and hang out. We actually just added a chat feature. Now people can just chat to each other on Dilly.
Oh,
So,
that's cool.
it's like Dilly's becoming like what we believe will be the center for collecting and buying and selling on the internet. Like that's sort of the big dream, right? And you'll be able to do everything that you would do otherwise in person, right? When it comes to trading with, like right now, it's just buy, sell, and then gifting. Trading
Mhm.
is coming in where we can trade. I can offer you a bunch of stickers for one of your t-shirts or whatever. It doesn't have to be money. It could be items. And
Mhm.
with trading, this chat feature becomes really powerful because you can kind of barter and talk and negotiate and talk about what you want to do with one another to get the sale finished. And so all of that is coming to Dilly to again make it this place where you can enjoy all of the things that you want to from a shopping and owner and collecting perspective, while still doing it in the unique and nuanced ways that you otherwise might in person, bringing that all online.
I just opening the platform. Do you have your own token to trade, or you like purchasing and doing everything in dollars?
Everything's in dollars. We did announce maybe as early as last week. It wasn't really an announce. It was just kind of a really subtle tweet from my co-founder Alex. But we did admit or reveal that our loyalty token, our diamonds, will eventually become a token.
Mm.
But right now it is not. It's just a loyalty currency on the platform. But it's very useful currency. You can spend it for free Pokemon cards. You can spend it for free pack rips, for discounted dabbles. There's a lot of ways to use diamonds today that are very valuable and worthwhile, but eventually they will also convert into a token that will be used as an ecosystem token for Dilly, and be supported through a lot of different features that Dilly already has, right? Like access to pre-sales, access to certain products, all through the token itself. So no token today, but if you want to get ready for it, diamonds are the alpha, and so
Mhm.
that's you know a thing.
Yeah, tell me how it's working actually, because in my imagination, and correct me if I'm wrong, you purchasing some like you okay, you creating some t-shirt, let's say so, and giving supply and how it look like and everything. Someone purchasing it, and they can either resell it or trade it or burn it and receive physical product. So how it's actually working?
Yeah, so I mean, anything that's on Dilly is already guaranteed by us to exist and be authentic and whatever, right? So if that's a pack of Pokemon cards or a shirt designed by you,
Hmm.
we guarantee that that thing actually exists, and we facilitate the immediate transfer of the asset and all of that when people are buying and selling. So let's say it's something that you've created, it's a T-shirt on the platform, a bunch of people buy it, now it's sold out. The
Hmm.
only way anybody else can get your T-shirt is to go to the markets and buy it secondhand. Well, on Dilly, we're guaranteeing one to one the authenticity and the availability of those items. So when someone lists your shirt on Dilly, shoppers can be confident that that shirt actually exists and they're actually able to do stuff with it when they buy on the secondary market. So anybody can list the shirts that they have or put in offers to buy shirts that they don't have. Once you have a shirt, you have those same options available to you. You can list it for sale. You can simply redeem it. By redeeming it, you burn the digital asset and pay for shipping, and we mail you the T-shirt, and now you have it in real life. And there's a third option for nearly all products to also sell it to us for diamonds. And so we will buy products for diamonds, though that's continuing to kind of change and grow. But that's a third choice there. And now you have the choices to also offer it for trades and do fun things like that with people. But that's not live just yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, when you burn in this NFT, for example, you're receiving the T-shirt from the seller. So seller need to prepare all these products, or you do everything as a platform for everyone. Like you have your own like
Yes.
factory.
Yeah, so we have our own warehouse and production formats and all of that. So depending on what you do, we might have it all taken care of. Or if you've already made the shirt, you have like 100 shirts in your room right now, and you want to sell those. Right now, the only way to do that on Daily is to send us all the shirts, and once we receive them, we will put the product up on your account for sale. Um, Eventually we will be allowing seller fulfilled formats where you can keep the shirts with you, and we will issue you the labels to then ship them out, but that requires a bit more work on our end, and the permission for people to do that will be sort of gate kept. We won't just trust people to be able to fulfill that. You have to kind of be part of our seller network, because when we have the items, we can actually guarantee their availability, their quality, all the things that are necessary for people to shop with
Mm-hmm.
confidence.
Yeah. Okay. What profit you have from it? Like, do you have some fees that a seller giving to you, or it's from every purchase? How it's working? How you get profit from it?
Yeah, I mean, Dewey has grown to be kind of like a crazy big platform, and there's a lot of different products that people can sell, right? It could be products that you've designed, or it could be third-party products, right? Like trading cards, for example. You obviously don't make trading cards, you just have them, and that's a different type of product than something that you make yourself. And so our fee structure actually is different depending on what it is you're selling, and how big and heavy it might be in terms of putting it in our warehouse. But generally, if you are selling your own original items, we don't take any cut of your sale price. All of the fees are built around the product itself. So there's going to be there's a marketplace fee for the buyer of $2. And then there might be some additional fees related to storage depending on its size and weight. But if you list it for $20, we're going to make sure you get $20 for that listing, right? We're trying to be as seller friendly as possible. There are some nuances for different types of products, but the general gist is that all of our fees are built around your revenue target and are not meant to take away from your revenue target. Um, that said, there are a lot of ways to also kind of like change the way the experience looks. So, for a seller who wants to have like essentially their own version of a Shopify store, there's a subscription that gives you extra features and all of like that cool stuff. And that's $20 a month. Right. So, you can just list something for sale for like, you don't have to have any subscription at all, but it won't be as dedicated and sexy as having your own storefront, for example.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
there's a lot of different ways to use the product and a lot of different ways that we may have fees or make money in the process. But if you right now went on there, you didn't spend a penny, you designed a shirt in our instant designer, it would cost you $5 to launch the shirt. And
Mm-hmm.
then if you had it for sale for $20, every time someone bought it, you would get $20.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and well, it depends on actually the cost of the shirt, right? But like if the shirt cost you $15 to make it, like $15 per shirt, and you list it for 20, you'll get $5 every time, like
Yeah,
whatever it may
I
be.
got.
Very straightforward. So depending on your use case, it might get more confusing, but most of the people who have confusing use cases already know that it's confusing, and so they already kind of have expectations on the fee structure.
Mm-hmm. What is the most popular product on your site, and what the product bringing you the most money?
Oh, I mean, right now, by
Mhm.
far and away, the most popular stuff is trading cards, right?
Yeah.
Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, things like that. Like everybody, I mean, Vibes. So Vibes just launched their set two.
Yeah,
We played a very large role in the early pre-sales of Vibe Set two, and there's a lot of boxes on our platform.
I
We
have
just
one.
Yeah, we just finished a whole like ripathon this past weekend. I don't know when I'm going to get around to it, but we'll just say like in the next 24 to 36 hours, almost 9,000 Vibes set two singles are going to be hitting Dilly from Rippers. And so when it comes to building your decks and finding your individual cards, like it'll be the best place to do it out there. But yeah, TCG has been, people are engaging with it very heavily, very consistently. Um, and it's been a real treat because we're having the most fun with that because we get to rip packs for people. We get to kind of enjoy the excitement of them getting really cool cards. And it's been a really good sort of community collaboration to grow on-chain TCGs together through the platform.
Mm.
And then, of course, we have our dabbles and our sort of gamified ways of collecting that are also good revenue generators, where for $1 you can flip a random Pokemon card. For $15 you can get sealed products, right? Someone this morning won a jungle booster pack from 1999, right, for
Oh,
$15, right? It's like a $400
that's crazy.
pack.
Oh,
So yeah, there's really fun ways to play, and of course we make revenue through all of it, so it's good for us, it's good for the collectors, and um, it's been a really wonderful thing all around.
that sounds dope. So, okay, my second question is, what product bringing you the most profit then? With cards, I got it. It's really popular right now with
Yeah,
the.
so I think in terms of just straight up profit, probably those top of funnel experiences, the dabbles, are
Mhm.
what bring us the most profit and revenue because they're a fun way
Doubles,
for
what is it?
people. So we call them dabbles, but they're like blind bags where you pay one price and you get a random product back. And so we have several, right? We have $1 for one random Pokemon cards, $15 for a random sealed Pokemon product, $35 for a random Pokemon slab.
Oh,
Our friends over at Vibes are over at To the Moon do a Vibes dabble for $50 for a random Vibes product. We have a partner that does $35 for random products that are gold and silver. These sort of top of funnel uh, gotcha style experiences, I think, are probably the largest revenue drivers. Um, but they're also the most fun and sort of the most engaging for people. So it kind of makes sense.
that's kind of gambling, right? So people just blindly purchasing something and getting something back.
You could call it that. I think, by definition, you're getting a product, right? There's no risk of
Yeah,
zero,
yeah, yeah.
right? It's not like for $30, you might get something, but you might get nothing. You always get a product. It's more akin to blind bags, right?
Mhm.
So even in video games, right? You can buy like a blind bag case in Counter-Strike to see if you can get a special skin, right? It's just a type of product.
Mhm.
But there is a game of chance involved in that purchase because you don't know exactly what you're going to get, but you're always guaranteed to get something.
That sounds cool. And when I mean gambling, I mean in a good way, you know. So people, I know that people love it, you know. It's
Yeah, yeah, totally.
yeah. Okay. You working only with Web3 or you planning to also work with Web2? Because I definitely can see all of it, you know, for example, TikTok creators, I see a lot of super talented guys, you know, that handmade in something and selling on their own site, something like that. And it's super, like, I love authenticity of this artist, and I really like to purchase something unique, you know. I have a lot of bracelets, something like that, but it's so hard to find them, all of them, like, because they're hiding on their own sites and everything. So I believe like your product could help them as well, in
Mhm.
collaborations, even in just visibility. So are you planning to develop it on Web3 market, or you'll be focusing on Web3 only?
No, absolutely. It's for everybody. We've done very limited marketing in terms of like paying for reach. So a lot of those creators might not know about us, but anybody can chat with us and list things for sale. We have a user base that obviously primarily comes from Web3, just based on us having started with Abstract. And
Mm-hmm.
that user base is good at finding deals and buying things um, on Dilly, but the you know anybody with a following can have a store on Dilly and sell products. They get link. It's the same as a Shopify store, right? So anybody can use Dilly and all of its features to do unique things and have really cool sales. And our goal would be to continue to grow awareness of Dilly so that people know that they can do that and they come to us. But we are certainly not limited to Web3. We believe that we actually use Web3 to make the experience of shopping and collecting better, right? We are just a better way to collect and own products, regardless of your background. We
Mm-hmm.
are a collectibles platform that uses Web3 to make it better for everybody. We're not limited to just a certain kind of user type who is familiar with Web3.
That sounds dope. Also, let me, maybe you want to share, Dili, how personal account look like and everything. I can show my, but let me do this. But mine is pretty empty, to be honest. I bought one Pokemon card, and oh, wait, let me show us as well. Here we are. Yeah, and that's pretty it. That's all I have on this wallet, and I forgot my another wallet that I connected and created my T-shirt. Maybe it was the same. I don't know. So yeah, what you can say about what user experience here, also like rewards. Okay, we have creator studio, how it works. Well.
Yeah, so I mean, Dilly is just loaded with features now. I mean, so what you're looking at here is a user profile. All the items you own show up here in your collection. And like that card's a good example. Now that card is not like a very rare card, but with that card, you could submit it for grading to PSA or CGC. You could redeem it to get mailed to you, whatever, all from your profile. If you had packs, you'd have options for live rips and all of that, all from your profile. So your profile is a place where you can manage your products, um, and manage your account. But in terms of the other things you can do, I see you now. You're on the rewards page. Every day you can spin that wheel for diamonds,
Mhm.
and build up your diamond stack. And there's also a significant number of quests that you can complete to kind of grow your diamond stack as well. Um, all of those quests are built to help you discover new features and ways to use the platform. In terms of features on the platform, there's so many. Our two newest ones are weekly fair drops, which is essentially a way to get access to really cool products at a really low price. We have three fair drops ending tomorrow. One is a Legend of the Lils booster box for $1 per entry. Another is a Charizard base set unlimited edition for $3 per entry, et cetera, et cetera. And then the other big feature is vaults, where you can actually shop all of eBay right from Dilly. And when you buy things and bring them onto Dilly, you kind of become the originator, the creator, and so you earn royalties on any future resales of these products that you source from other sites. So just a really cool way to grow on-chain assets and RWAs. The
Mm-hmm.
platform really is almost too there's enough features where you might not be interested in one part of Dilly, but really interested in another. I think any collector, any creator can find a piece of Dilly that makes a ton of sense for them and get started.
To be honest, for me, it seems like even a bit too much, when I just opened, like, oh my God, so many opportunities and everything. Like, I don't know how people like not lost. And I see a lot of people here with a huge amount of diamonds and everything. Who are these people? Like, what they're selling something, they're purchasing something, and how to get into this leaderboard.
Yeah, so that's just diamonds, right? So these people, they've completed every single quest. They use the product.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much everything you do on Dilly earns diamonds. Um, even if you're a creator, every time you sell a product, you get diamonds for selling something.
Mm.
Diamonds are just the way to reward usage of the platform and loyalty to the platform. Um, the people with the largest stacks, they're heavy users, right? They've completed every quest. They buy things all the time. They use the platform and all of its features, and that's how they're earning large diamond stacks.
Who's the most successful seller on your platform? Like, wait, this is private, and she or he has a lot of orders. So I'm trying to find some open account maybe, and yeah, who is the most successful seller on your platform? Card.
Probably at this point, our most successful seller outside of like ourselves in terms of our top of funnel is probably To the Moon Cards and Collectibles. They've been selling Vibes products on our platform for a very long time now. And obviously, Vibes is a phenomenal TCG. And when people collect it, they might want to collect it in a way that allows them the most flexibility and the most possible value for their cards, which would be Dilly. And so TTM is they're a great group of guys. They've created a phenomenal following in the things that they do, and what that has done is they've sort of created a really great level of access to Vibes products through Dilly. So they've done a really good job of that. Um, Another amazing team selling products on Dilly would be the DeGolf guys. They have a whole merch line that they just released with us recently of hats and polos. Very high quality stuff, really cool. And so you can buy,
So
that
cool.
from their shop as well.
Hmm. That sounds cool. Yeah. Okay. What collabs else you saw, interesting on your platform? What is the most interesting cases that you can tell us? For example, like with this less than three pillows, I think this is a great example how you can purchase, how you can earn also on it, how you can get real pillow and everything. The perfect case. What else cases you have on your platform that you really like? Like, oh my God, such a great idea.
Yeah, so we've got a couple really cool ones coming soon that I won't spoil. But there's a lot of really creative teams out there with cool ways to sell stuff. So I will let them do all of the talking when those collabs come to light. But a recent one that was really fun was we did an auction for the very first Jupis co-graphics watch. So Jupis is a RWA style collection that just did a mint as well on Abstract. And their whole thing is that they've made this incredibly cool series of watches.
Oh my
And they actually auctioned the first ever Jupis watch on Dilly. It went for a few $1,000s. It was a really cool auction. It went very well, and it was super fun and a really good demonstration of how you can kind of bring access to these incredible products. Now, the owner of that watch owns it digitally and has the right to it whenever they want it, but they can also keep it nice and safe and secure in our vault and list it for sale in the future when Co-Graphics becomes a super phenomenal watch brand, right? So that's another really good example of a unique way to bring products to market and give your collectors and buyers a lot more flexibility in how they choose to engage with that product after buying it.
Mm-hmm. Uh, what else interesting cases? And also, I see these toys. Could you also redeem them and receive physicals? It looks so
So
broad.
that toy, yes, but that was a pre-sale and it's still in production. So eventually you will be able to redeem those toys for the physical, but they're not ready yet. Those toys were another amazing sale format. Those were a bit of a mystery sale format where they sold 5 different colorways. And so you paid for a toy, but you didn't know what color you were going to get. And so you could get multiple colors, collect them all, do whatever you wanted. But it was a really unique and cool way to go about it.
How many active users you have, like daily, let's say so, if you can share it, or just approximately?
Yeah, our DAUs are around 1,500, and
Oh,
they use
that's
it higher. But
good.
yeah, there's a lot of people shopping
Mhm.
on Dilly, using Dilly, and engaging with the product.
How do you promote this your project right now? Like with who you're working, what strategy you're using, and yeah, what's the most resultive for you? You can say so.
Yeah, we actually we're getting more into like ads and sort of like standard promotional stuff now, but historically we haven't done much of it. Most of our promotion has been through um, posting on accounts on various channels and sort of collaborations. We're obviously beginning to invest more into standard advertising, digital
Mhm.
advertising. We also have we've grown our team a little bit to have some teammates who are really good at specific things. And so we just brought on someone to help us grow a TikTok. We have a new TikTok. Go follow us on TikTok. Our videos are amazing and they're fun. But that it's sort of more account centric growth right now, and we're beginning to dabble in paid advertising around the internet. But that's been our primary approach.
Will you work with Web3 KOLs, or you will spend more like on content creators inside your team, and how it will be working, like, and what's your main focus, let's say so.
Yeah, I mean, we really love working with content creators, whether they're Web3 or Web2. But our goal with them would be for them to be creating content of that makes sense, right? If you're a big Pokemon collector, we want you using our Pokemon dabbles and talking about that, right? Like we want the relationship to make a ton of sense. I don't see myself ever paying some guy who just tweets about like the price of Ethereum or Solana every day. I don't care that they have X 100,000 followers. They don't make sense to me, right? So, KOL is an interesting term, but I think we are very interested in content creators. And
Yeah.
those content creators, if they're interested in collectibles, TCGs, whatever, there's a lot of ways that we can work with them to kind of make it make sense. We can give them content opportunities. They can help raise our name, that sort of thing. More of collaborations than just like, let me give you $1,000 for you to tweet about me. I don't see
Sixty
any.
thousand dollars. Have you saw
I don't
it?
see any value in that. Yeah, I saw that sheet. Like we would never do anything like that because it's just not. It's not the type of product that we are, right? Like our platform is all about acquiring customers who are excited to be using Dilly because they are collectors. And so
Yeah.
there's better opportunities for us to align ourselves with content creators who they themselves are either creating collectibles or collectors in their own right. They create content around collecting because then we're very aligned and there's a lot of value that we can both reap from working together versus just like paid tweets, which really for us probably yield very little because we're not really about hype. We're about enjoyment and growing a collector community,
Mhm.
which that's not like a flash in the pan. That's just this massive thing that continues to grow.
Do you working with your community somehow separately? Do you have like some events for them? Are you talking in Discord, guys? Like, what are you doing with your community, or it's like growing, like naturally, and you don't pay attention to
Yeah,
it?
I mean, we obviously have our chats and our Discord and stuff, and we've done a couple of like update calls for people to join into if they were interested, and we actually do stream like at least twice a week, primarily ripping community products. Um, and doing giveaways of that sort. Uh, but nothing beyond that. It's an interesting question because there's always more that we could be doing. We probably need to grow our team to do those things though, because I think we're all stretched a little thin. So having a bit of a teammate who's very focused on exclusively community engagement would probably be where we would have to go to do more like trade nights and things like that, where we really get the community involved.
Oh, that's
But
interesting.
what's cool about Dilly is anybody can do that anyway, right? We give you the tools to do whatever you want there. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't be. I'm just saying it's possible, but it is a good idea to do a lot more community engagement, things like that. And we will. But we are still a very small team, so we got to pick and choose our battles.
Yeah, because I feel like you're gaining a lot of attention through bloggers, through like I don't know, products that listing on your platform. But if you will create something to use this also attention, further, it will be cool for maybe you will create your own line or something like that. You will collaborating with someone big from Web 2, like with some brands. Like I'm not talking about Balenciaga, of course, but about
Yeah, why not?
creators. Why not? Yeah,
Yeah.
uh, let's go. And maybe with them even will be easier for you to collaborate. But when I see this, I thinking about a community that love to collect the most. I think about Azuki, of course, about us. So are you planning to collaborate with, and yeah, how your communication with communities building, like
Oh yeah, I mean, we collab with a lot of communities, and it's been really amazing how we find ways to give them a lot of value while still helping to grow ourselves. And there's a lot of really great collabs that are sort of in the works right now that are coming up. Azuki in particular, we have not actually had any real conversations with. We are actually about to give Azuki holders free Pokemon flips anyway, so that's like on the horizon. If not rather soon. But I know that as the Azuki TCG is sort of something that's being built upon. Whether they collaborate with us or not, we will be probably getting involved there. But of course, if you're listening, we'd love to talk to you about distribution and helping you get that TCG into more people's hands in a way that is still on chain and might even be able to do some unique stuff with anime coins. So there's definitely ways, but Azuki in particular, we have not had many conversations to date.
Okay. Um, about abstract, why you decided to launch an abstract, and do you think it helped you to promote the project and everything, or you would be successful and without abstract? What's abstract role here?
Abstract's amazing. I mean, we launched on day one with Abstract, and it made a lot of sense pre-Abstract as to why, because it's a very consumer focused
Yeah.
platform, and the Abstract users are really using Abstract with that intent. They want to enjoy games. They want to they're actual users of apps. They're not just financialized users. And so Abstract made a ton of sense from that perspective to do it. And now having been here, obviously the Abstract team is fantastic. They're very focused on growing the chain through the apps, right? They want to support apps that get more users to grow the chain versus just growing the chain for the sake of the chain. TVL was never their core focus. So you've seen a lot of tweets about this. They were more about users, which would bring TVL, and that's been proven pretty nicely. So they've done a really good job of that. Um, and so, Abstract is truly a phenomenal consumer community where the users are proud to be users of apps, right? It's not like a slur to say I'm a customer. It's like amazing. Like, hey, I love playing Gigaverse. I love using Dilly to collect Pokemon. I love like whatever. Like these, it's a really amazing community of people that enjoy using blockchain to do the things they were otherwise going to do. And so it's been absolutely the right decision and an absolute treat to serve that user base and kind of grow in collaboration with the Abstract team, who's been very supportive throughout. So, and they've been huge to our success, right? A lot of our major users are originally from Abstract, and when I ask people, "How did you discover us?" they say, "Oh, you were on the portal. Oh, this, that, or the other." So, Abstract has absolutely played a major hand in our growth and our success to date.
Yeah, thank you for the answer. We're all bullish on Abstract, and the game that they launched also, super amazing. In case of onboarding people and everything, that's yeah, bravo to the team and everyone involved. That's facts. Okay, back to your product. What else? How people can like use your platform in the most effective way right now? And will it be some opportunity for them? For example, like, are you planning to collaborate with Abstract once again in case of XP, something like that?
Well, I mean, the way Abstract works is everything you do on Abstract with Portal apps gets you XP. When
Mm-hmm.
you shop on Dilly, you're getting Abstract XP. When you own Dilly NFTs, you're getting Abstract XP. XP is automatic for using Dilly, just like using anything else, right? If you play on
Mm-hmm.
Heroes or Gigaverse or anything else, you're getting XP. If you're trading verified abstract meme coins, you get XP. Dilly is the same. By using Dilly, you are earning XP. So that is always there. In terms of deeper collaborations, we're always working on things. Nothing I'll speak to yet, but plenty in the works. And
Something. Tell us something, please. Something small, maybe.
well, I mean, what I'll say is in terms of growing our user base and creating more value for our collectors, I will say that we are working on what I'll call a collector's pass, which will be a paid product that will give you enhanced access to the platform, more diamonds, discounts, all sorts of things that will make you as a collector have an easier time getting what you're looking to get through Dilly. So that's something that we're working on now that I think users will find a lot of value from, uh, and we'll start kind of rolling out sort of feature like value like leaks and stuff like that around why the collector's pass is going to be so useful. But it all ties to enjoying what you already love doing, which is collecting in a better way. So I'll say
Mm-hmm.
collector pass is a focal point of some of the stuff that we're working on uh, behind the scenes.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Can't wait. And also, you said about subscriptions, right? Where you can create your own like website, let's say, so on your website.
Yeah, so storefronts are kind of like dedicated spaces. So Goblin Town has a really good example of a storefront, but there's a couple people there. We have a
How
couple of people from the community and on the TCG side who are about to open up their own storefronts as well. Um,
how to
but
find?
you could just search their name in the search bar if you were interested.
Uh-huh. Just to show, because a lot of people can like just want to create something. Like, wait here. I see their product. Okay, I go to Goblin Town, and this is their page, right?
Yes, and so now if you go up to the search bar, you'll find that you can only search their products. You have
Mm.
essentially left Dilly. All of the links, everything above is all about Goblin Town. Um, to go back to Dilly, you have to click a button that says, "I understand. Take me back to Dilly."
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
You don't actually see anything else other than their stuff, right? So that's an example of their storefront. And when you have a storefront, you get access to other features like evergreen products and things of that nature. Evergreen products is just typical Shopify, nothing on chain at all, just selling t-shirts and shipping directly, right? So things that people would expect from a Shopify store, they can still get when they subscribe to a storefront.
Wait, so you send in once again, just to clarify, you send in these t-shirts, right? Not Goblin
Yeah,
Town
no,
themselves.
we are. Yeah, all of this is through us.
Oh, that's super cool. Yeah, okay. A lot of people saying that merch one of the greatest ways how you can earn money. Is it true for creators? Like, of course, everything depends on how huge your blog, how you're selling, and everything. But in general, do you think it's a good way to earn money? Some additional money, maybe?
Totally, but it depends on your brand, right? Like you need to have a following, you need an audience. Like if no one cares about what you're doing, making a t-shirt won't automatically make you money, right? Like people need to actually want your art, they want your IP, want your value. And I do believe if you have an audience that loves what you're doing, merch is a great way for them to support you while getting something really nice out of it, right? Um, so I do think for IPs that have a good following and a user base and are trying to find new revenue streams, merchandise is a phenomenal revenue stream because it really does um, give people the chance to support you while giving them something back, right? It's not just one way. And so I would say that it is a really good path to go down if you're ready for it. Step one is to grow interest in whatever it is you're building, right? Your IP, whatever it may be. Because if there's no interest, just trying to sell it on Dilly doesn't mean that you're going to sell more than if you did it on your own. People need to know about what you're building and why it, to give them a reason to know why it matters to them.
Yeah, that sounds dope, for real. Even for our builders, we have a lot of guys who creating their own brands around Azuki and everything. Uh, the only thing they truly care about the quality and everything. But see you have their own pages here, so it's super customized, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can do everything for yourself. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, and the quality is good here, right? Of course.
I would say yes. We can let the users decide, but I think the quality is fantastic.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. What else I want to ask here about that? Uh, Basically, for me, everything is super clear. The only way, like, yeah, a lot of people creating their own product on your site right now, so probably it's a lot of trash. How you filter this?
Yeah, I mean, if so, first of all, the very first thing is if you don't sell a unit, it doesn't appear. So when you drop a product, um, it costs $5. So people just spamming garbage are losing money, so they're not going to do it. But if you believe your product is good, you spend the $5 to launch it. You get a link to a sale page. You share that with your audience. You need to sell at least one for it to show up on the marketplace at all. Because if you can't get someone from your audience to buy even one, then you're not ready to be having this thing appear on the marketplace. Um, let's say you sell the one and it goes on the marketplace, then it's searchable, it's findable, it's on there. But we have an algorithm where things sort of need to trend for them to go higher up. And so, even if you're legit, you've sold a couple things, it might not reach the top of the marketplace without more sales. Now, if people search for it, they'll find it right away. But it's not like the marketplace gets flooded with junk and you can't find anything good. Only things that have a lot of sales or are trending will be at the top. And so you sort of like unlock broader discovery by having your core base, you know, buy your product from you. So the people who know you really well buy first, which creates momentum for people who are just using Dilly to discover you and buy more. And that creates a bit of a growth flywheel.
Mm-hmm. Everything seems super cool, but what also difficulties with building projects like that? Because definitely you face with something. And yeah,
Yeah,
had
I
you?
mean, yeah, it obviously, there's a lot of challenges around stuff like this because there's copyright laws, right? Like people will try to like make a t-shirt with like the Pokemon logo. Obviously, we can't
Oh
sell
yeah,
that,
about
right?
that.
So we have strict takedown rules, and we do takedowns all the time as needed. There's a lot of sort of management that has to go into this, right? If someone makes a shirt with like a graphic image that we don't think we can have on our platform, we have to take it down, things like that. Um, so there's plenty of sort of like moderation work that has to go into a site like this. And so that can obviously come with its challenges of making decisions on what to do and how to moderate certain situations. But overall, that product in particular, that instant print on demand creator studio, is very self-selecting because it's kind of a lot of work to design something and launch it. If it's going to be crap, you kind of tell yourself, I'm not ready to do this yet. So it's very nice because it most people, by the time they launch something, it's because they really believe in it.
I really love to hear it, and everything is super dope. The only way, like, also what I don't see on the platform, and I would like to see some community pages. Maybe if you want, for example, to support some artist, I would like to see like here is, from artist, and here is from projects, and here is from this, and here is from
Oh,
this.
that's cool.
Yeah, because for example, I would like to have something unique, from the artist, like X copy. Like, of course, it's big, but something like that from
Yeah,
artists support them also. And I don't want to search a lot to like find separate names. I want to have it in one maybe thing. And
yeah,
also,
that's interesting.
I think you also can promote it on artists to create on your platform because they like mostly I do art talks every Wednesday. Tomorrow, by the way, guys, join us. Yeah, and they don't know what to they can't earn themselves, very very often. So they like lost a bit with their creativity and everything. So I believe like if you will made a separate promotion on artist audience, it would be cool for them and for you too, because
100%.
they have also, yeah, the most loyal supporters on their side. We have
Yeah.
our Web3.
No, that's great. I think it's a really good idea. And we also like we use our quests to also support certain collecting habits, right? So we actually did a collaboration with a few artists on some stickers. And one of the quests was to collect all the stickers. And so we were able to help incentivize, purchasing from these artists to complete the quest. And so everyone kind of saw value out of that, by the artists getting being able to sell, us being able to grow our user base, and users being able to get cool products and earn diamonds while they did it. So that's like a good example of sort of how we can collaborate with our creators to do really unique things.
Awesome. I love to hear it. And also, if products would be recommended, like not from the same seller, maybe, but products that look like this would be cool as well on the same page. Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't specifically if you have a storefront, we don't do that. We make your storefront pure to you. We
Hmm.
don't, you know what I mean? But outside of the storefront, yes, other similar products and trending products makes a lot of sense. But the whole offering of the storefront is to say we won't market anyone else's stuff with your stuff. It's your dedicated space.
I love it. I love it. And yeah, still my the best case I think when pillows were sold on your site and people also get tokens. Where it like collaboration through your platform or guys somehow agreed with each other? Just want to understand the process.
The pillows in particular was uh, it had to have been between us because they had just
Okay. Okay.
they've created the pillows themselves.
Okay.
So LT3 has made a lot of pillows. They have a really cool plushie production. They do all of that themselves. I can't take credit for that. So whenever someone does the product by themselves, we have to talk about it to figure out how to get the product to us or to do whatever we need to do to make things possible. Um, the only way that you can kind of do things without ever talking to me is doing the instant design and launch. You can always do instant design and launch without ever engaging with our team. It's all self-service. But if it's something that you've already made or that you already have in your possession, we do need to talk about how to get that product launched. And when you go into one of those two buttons that you're looking at there, we essentially send you to our form to fill out our form.
Yeah.
And then we get in touch with you. So that's how we kind of got in touch around the pillows, for example, was, we have a Telegram chat where we aligned on everything and then got the product live.
Awesome, cool. Was an amazing conversation. Thank you so much. I know that we have limited amount of time, but still, let's give away two packs that we prepared. And I don't know why today with my stats, like it's not great with views and everything, but I'm sure that a lot of guys will rewatch it. Also, guys, it's saved on YouTube. You can check, and yeah, still amazing live
So
stream.
I saw your note that you wanted something cute. And so I do have some of those toys, those Goblin Town Grumples that I can give away.
Damn, I'm so jealous. You needed to tell me this, before, so I could also announce it, and we can gain
Oh,
more
surprise.
engagement.
We got some toys to give
So
away.
cool, damn. Okay,
Um,
let's give it. You can choose the winner from the people who reposted it or commented it, like as you wish.
I have no idea how to do any of that. But what I'll say is the winners have to make Dilly accounts and I will send it to them to their Dilly account.
Oh,
And
that's
so whenever we select a winner, they just need to DM you their Dilly usernames so that I can get them and I can send them their prizes. Or they
you.
can DM me or whatever. But um, I am fine with you selecting the winners because I don't know the easiest way to see everyone who's engaged with the tweets and all of that.
That's so cool. Maybe I will make separate post and I'll ask people to repost. And do you think it's honest or better to give away now?
We could do one based on whatever you said and one more based on something
Let's
else. We can
go.
give one to each.
Damn, I want to take something from myself. Guys, I love you so much. That's cool. Thank you so much. Okay, let's give away one then among those who know with live stream, and then I will make another post and ask people to repost it. Okay, so we will have two winners. Yes, I understood you correctly, right?
Yeah, we'll do one based on, leading up to the stream, and we can do another based on whatever other idea you have.
Okay, let's give away one to, I see Naptic. He's a Azuki member as well, so I'm sure he will appreciate it.
So
He
Naptic, please DM one of us with your Dilly username once you've made your account, and we will send you one of these vinyl Grumple toys.
Yeah, let's go. Guys, I just know that who commented already won some prizes from me, and I want to, make it fair for everyone. But yeah, I will make another giveaway and we'll make it completely randomly if you will repost this live stream. So thank you so much for attending, everyone. And yeah, thank you, Jonna, for conversation. It was really great. I love what you're building. That's really true, interesting product. So I will be happy to collab myself. I'm preparing some projects. So yeah, that's why
Amazing.
I was interested with artists, by the way. So let's go.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And I'm excited to get these toys into people's hands. So thanks everyone for listening.